evening, everyone, and welcome to TMA Live. This is Sunday night, and I am the Pidge, and I'm joined by the young man, the free kick unmaster, Daniel Dean. You heard it here first, the free kick unmaster, shall we say? The young man is back. This is Sunday, obviously. Guys, just remember, we're going to talk about Burnley first, major talking points. I know a lot of you have shared your comments already about that, so we'll get onto that. We're looking back, second half of the show, we'll look at Palace as well. Palace away on Tuesday night. Legends talk. Get your selections in for the worst centre midfielder out of the two for our team. We've got Paul Atkinson, no relation. We've got him at left midfield. I don't think we can think of anyone else.
No.
But just keep messaging in, guys. We've got ladies talk. We'll talk about Silver's press conference, and we'll do a load of other stuff. And obviously, anything you guys want to talk about, get in touch with us. Just message on the message board, and then we'll read them out as soon as we can. Right,
and the reason moves in here.
And the reason moves is not here. One of the main talking points is what chick flick is Moves watching that prevents him from getting here. So we'll look at that as well.
Yeah.
Go on, mate. You can start with Burnley, and I'll carry on.
To be honest with you, I didn't think much of it. You were watching it, weren't you? So, to be honest, we had a lot of the ball, didn't we? We had 65% of the ball. I heard we had a chance to make it 1-1, didn't we?
Yeah,
so we had a chance, and yeah, it's disappointing. I was hoping to, I wanted a 2-1 win, but you'd expect a draw at least, wouldn't you? Out of that, Burnley are tough to break down. We know that, don't we? And you and me said it. If they get a goal, it's going to be hard for us to score now with 10 men, didn't we? And what happened 2 seconds later? They scored. But, I don't think it was a bad performance, was it?
No.
Bad
in between the stream, which I say that thanks Watford Steve for Watford Steve for evening, but thanks I think it's Watford or David Quick for giving me the stream because the sports stream thing was
it was. I was in here trying to watch it with you, but it just kept going, didn't it, bubbling up.
Yeah, and Daniel said it was his first away game. This fantastic despite the result. Yeah, I agree, mate. The bits that I eventually actually watched. We made after the red card, and we'll get onto that very shortly. After the red card, we made a bloody good fist.
Yeah, I heard it's Watford, all nearly.
Most of the time, we're all over him. There was times in the game though where our passing in certain areas of the pitch let us down. And what annoys me, and this is with the red card, that we're making silly challenges in wrong parts of the pitch, and I think it was against Tottenham. It might have been Ziegler who did one that was sort of halfway down the pitch or halfway line, and you sort of think, don't commit yourself to a slide challenge at that part of the pitch unless it's absolutely necessary, unless you know someone's going to go clear on. Don't make that challenge. Stand on your feet. If you drift round you're not got a yellow card because
someone else to cover.
Exactly. You take one for the team, but I think most of the game, I think we didn't do too badly. I think it was we played well.
Yeah. No.
Most of the game.
No, so all I could hear was it's all Watford. You said they had 65%. You said the final ball up top weren't sticking at times. Same problem.
I think we fell asleep for the goal. It was a good finish by them. But we fell asleep and allowed them to get in too easy.
Yeah, it was too easy, wasn't it? It was like he looked like he dived in.
But we had chances.
Yeah.
We had chances. And I think personally, I would have played both Dean and Gray at the start.
Yeah, I think he should have started Gray. I don't know why.
I think it's one of those things. I think Mick's come up with a good point. Watford Woody, bad pass from Richarlison gave them their goal. I think he was caught in possession at that certain point, but as well, as much as that was contributing to that goal, there was a sleep. And I agree with Watford Woody, that was the start of the goal.
Oh yeah, that's what caused. Yeah, exactly.
But the falling asleep and allowing him to drift out left to get that free shot in was just ridiculous.
It was poor.
It was poor round.
Yeah, it was.
Guys, I want to hear your thoughts. We'll get Dino's thoughts as well on the red card now, but I'll let you have your opinion first, and I'll give my opinion.
Well, when I heard it, because I didn't see it, but then I saw the replay, and rules are rules, aren't they? Whether he didn't mean it, did he? But when all your studs have left the ground, and you showed me the picture of it, he's caught him right on the ankle, and that could break his. It's a red card. We'd be screaming for it if it was against our players.
Oh,
to be
of course,
honest with you.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
can understand Silva being a bit upset about it, but surely he must understand now that's a red card. Rules are rules. Harsh, meant it, didn't mean it, still break his leg.
What do you think, in a percentage, what would you give that as a decision?
50-50.
Would you give it as a 50-50 red
Yeah,
card?
I would, yeah, in the end, yeah. It was nasty, and the ref did have a good view, and to be honest, he was right to do it. I can't defend Ziegler on that. I don't think he's a malicious player.
Yeah.
He might have been unlucky, but...
Right, there's two sides of it for me.
Yeah.
The flip side is, you know, in his defence, Ziegler's defence, we know he didn't mean it. We know it's not malicious.
No.
We know he was generally wanting to go for the ball. It's slippery on surface. You can tell all those lot, and it'll be completely believable.
Yeah.
Problem with me, and Seren said this as well, and hi Seren, I know you're on, mate, that it was a red card. In today's game, like you said, if it was against us, I'd be screaming for murder. The studs were up, and I've already said, guys, that no intent whatsoever, but I'm looking at it from the sending off point of view that I believe it was a sending off. It went up, studs up, it was a little bit off the ground. You see the close-up that I showed you. It was on the ankle, it was high, it was a red. Today's game, you cannot go in like that. Even though it wasn't malicious, it was reckless. Yeah, it's deemed reckless. Yeah. If he planted his studs on the ground, no matter if he meant it or not, which he didn't mean it, we know for a fact, because Ziegler's not that type of player. No, he's not nasty. It's hardly the Britos challenge, and even Britos didn't mean that. But we've already talked about that one.
Yeah.
But it was a red card.
Yeah,
I can't
defend him.
That was the only thing that referee got right during that game.
I heard he was quite shocking.
Thing is, though, I don't think wasn't even a yellow. I'm not biased. Watford Steve. That's Steve-O's opinion, and he's completely entitled. Watford Steve completely entitled about it, mate. And even though I don't agree with you, we're going to plug the shop in a minute as well, mate. But no, you know that there is an argument, like he said, there is that argument where he didn't mean it, and you say okay. They always say what part of the pitch, what time of the game, blah blah blah. You can look at that. There's the other side of the argument. Me personally, you said we can't. Even though I said at the time it was harsh, I saw other angles of it, and you sort of think, well, you're making, even though the referee was crap, you're making the referee decide. Yeah. When you make that kind of a challenge, like you said, rightly or wrongly.
Like a lino, he's only got that second. He can't wait. He's got to do it there.
And to be fair on Silva, when he was questioning the ref, and what annoys me, the thing is though, Silva has every right. He's going to do it because it's his player. He's going to question the ref, and he hasn't got the hindsight as if, like even the guys like Seren and people like that who obviously did say it was a red card, didn't have the hindsight of replays when we've got in our streams we watch it on TV. We see it 4 or 5 times before they do. They only see the bang. That's it. He's on the floor. Silva could have had a view where it was player could have run past as the player as Ziegler hit him.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Could have seen that. What annoyed me with the ref, he wouldn't explain the sending off. At the end of the day, it's done. Yeah. Silva can't change the decision. All he wants to know is why did you give it? If he was asking, and he said that, if he's asking the questions, he's obviously hasn't seen it clearly.
No, but that's true. Yeah,
if he just said, look, I gave it. It was a malicious play. Studs were off the ground. That's why I gave it. I was left in no doubt. Fair enough. Yeah. We might not agree with it. No, but it's cleared up that situation. That's the only thing. We're not asking this ref to go on TV like Paul Durkin used to do. Fair play to Durkin. I didn't always be a fan of his, but he always used to do it. Come on, explain the situation. We're not asking him to do that. Silva's gone up to him and said, look, what the hell did you give that for? If he just said, look, Silva, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is it, job done. Even though Silva might not like it, you say, come on, Silva, he's explained it.
Yeah, you've got to leave him. Yeah, wrong, all right. It's done, isn't it?
But at that side, in that point of the game, because he hasn't come after the game and looked at the replay, if you were a coach like that, you would be spitting feathers, because you go, how can you send him off? It's only because we saw the replay. You're like, okay, fair enough, you can understand. You know,
all I heard of, he's off. It's like, what are you talking about? He's off. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, Stuart's a very harsh, but move on. We will be bigger and stronger next game. Did well with 10 men. I agree.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think we regrouped well, and we applied ourselves in a tough pitch, cold, wet, damp, pitch, tough side, away, at Burnley. Yeah. Every team is going to struggle at that ground.
Still played our football.
Still trying to play football. Played our football. Yeah. I'd say played off football rather than tried. I'll go with that. Yeah. Played off football, and we were unlucky. Yeah. It was one of those games where we said, well, we couldn't break them down. It just wasn't a B.
No, loads of teams are going to struggle to break.
But you can take good points out of that.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Couldn't you? I mean, what points would you take out of that defeat?
Well, just the way we kept going, to be honest with you. It didn't knock us down. We didn't sulk about it, did we? We tried. What I saw, we tried playing nice football, which we did at times, and we still created chances. So no, it's not doom and gloom. We all hate losing, of course we do, but that's football.
Who do you think the players would have stood out of that game?
I think Max didn't have a bad game, to be honest with you. What I saw.
Yeah.
Richarlison, as usual, worked hard. Deany. I think Cleverly, what I heard was in the mix as usual. I heard his name a lot when I was in there, where I could hear. Yeah. I don't know how Decore played. How did he? I heard a lot of Cleverly, though. I heard a lot of Cleverly.
Cleverly and Decore, I think as a team regrouping, I thought we applied ourselves really well. Cleverly played well. I thought Decore did. Deany couldn't do any more than what he did.
No, it's normal Deany.
Laying it off, headering, winning headers, laying it, like I say, laying it off. All was missing, and I was hoping when Gray came on, it was like, please score.
Yeah, this is the game.
Let's just give yourself a bit of confidence. Your old side, like Sorensen, I would love him to score the hat-trick. Okay, well, it didn't happen.
I don't know why I didn't. Well,
I would have personally
started him this one.
I'm not the coach, but personally, my view, I would have started him. Guys, would you have started both players of two up front on Saturday, in hindsight now? Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Would you have started with Deany and Gray, or do you think Silver's decision at the start was the better one? Do you think it would have changed anything? I personally would. Looking at it now, I would have started both of them up front. Before the game started, I saw Deany up front, and was it Carrillo and Richarlison?
Yeah.
I thought, okay, that should be good enough. I'll stick with that. Yeah, that's all right.
I was disappointed when I didn't see Gray starting, to be honest with you.
Yeah, also, the penalty shout. Did you see it?
Vaguely remember it. Again, it's a 50-50 one.
It's another one.
Like you said, it's out the box, it's a foul. In the box, they don't give it. So, I can't really. I can remember it vaguely. It did look like a good shout, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden's saying should have had a penalty, but yet again got robbed. I mean, Cookie's saying, you can see the spirit in teams very evident.
Yeah.
I completely agree, guys. You look at it, and even in defeat, we're, like you said, we're trying to play football.
Don't sulk, no heads down. They keep plodding along, make the fans proud. Just one of them games.
It is.
They're a tough team. Dycher's got them really organised at the back, hasn't he? They're a really tough team to beat. A lot of teams are going to go there and struggle.
Well, I said 1-0.
Yeah.
Technically, I was right.
Yeah,
just saying it was wrong.
Yeah, no, there weren't going to be many goals in it. Whoever was going to score, was there?
No.
There weren't going to be. They're a tough team. Well, so are we. We're a tough team to beat. I know they beat us, but look, 10 men, and we should have got a draw, really.
We should have, the way we played. Yeah. Second half, I thought we went at them off. We were the better side. I mean, they had a goal disallowed, which was very tight.
That was close. I saw that when you showed that was very
that could have any other game that would have been given.
Split decision line, though.
I could just see. I know you don't want to blame the ref, and I don't want to blame the ref. The last two games, definitely been robbed a win against Tottenham.
Yeah,
definitely with a
penalty. Yeah, I can't.
This game, the sending off was a massive decision, but there was points in the game where the ref, even against Burnley, was robbing both teams,
which is wrong.
And it is wrong. If we're losing by the better team won, you put your hands up. I mean, Burnley, it's happened now. Burnley deserved the win. They got the win.
Yeah, it's done.
Fine, all done. I can accept that. Yeah. But it's just sometimes some of the decisions at key points in the game, the last two games, have robbed us of points. Yeah. Technically, we could have had 4 points. Yeah. I don't want to be like sour grapes.
But that's how you look on it. Yeah.
There's a chance that could have happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Just before we go on, we'll do some ladies' news. Obviously, ladies developmental and the cup game against Sunderland were all called off, obviously due to that white stuff falling from the sky. That's why Moobs is at home watching chick flicks.
And everyone's bought all bread and milk at our
And everyone's panicked bread and milk, especially at our shop right up the road. No, there's no bread and milk. It's like the transfer window, I'll tell you. But we've got a bit of ladies news, unfortunately, because it was cancelled today. Keith Bonas has now left the club. Now, end of an era, shall we say. I'll just read up a tweet from him. He says, "Oh, well, sad way to end the chapter with Game Off, but I guess there was never a good way to say goodbye to a great group of players, professional players, and support staff. No doubt a few tears. Now we all have to move on. God bless Keith and Alberto, ex-Watford Ladies Football Club." So, you know, just a big applause to Keith and all his hard work. I know we've been in dialogue with him throughout the part of the season, so I know Watford Ladies one or two have watched this occasionally. So if you were watching any of you, just Keith, thank you for all your efforts with the ladies team, and thank you for all the messages, Watford Ladies, for sending us, giving us all news and updates and what have you and stuff. We've got Helen Ward's tweet here as well. She tweeted about it. So I'm gutted that today's game has been postponed. It would have been Keith and Al's last game in charge, and wanted to send them off with a good performance. On a personal note, the opportunity to work with Keith was a career ambition of mine, and I'm so grateful to have able to do that, even for such a brief period. He's offered support beyond expectations, and I'm disappointed we ain't been able to carry on what he had started. It's been a pleasure, boss. Until next time. So that's a shame, but you know, like I said, they were because you know, you always see it was the highlight of this season was that Millwall win.
Yeah, that was
in the
good.
cup. They gave everyone a lift, especially when you used to see him. Oh God, they lost 4-0 again. You don't want to grumble, but
you don't.
It was lovely seeing that, and you know. Reporting on that for the first time, it's like, oh, the ladies are won, brilliant. You know, as soon as we found that out, it's like, yes, you know, good. But I know Alan and you know a couple of other guys and girls went over there. I know Moves went there. Alan went for a few games. I know there's a couple of other people. So you know, there was people going there. I mean, still go, guys. When we know more details of you know when the next season is starting and all this and all that sort of game, we will post it all up. Either us or the Quick Master will post it up. We'll give you details. We'll get as many people over as you can and support the ladies. More on Gray and Deany on the pitch from start would have offloaded Burnley defence. I think Silver got that wrong. Stuart's just saying hi to Siren and Woody. Aidan says when Gray came on, 3 defenders around him, it gave Richarlison so much space, which he didn't have when it was just Deany, and they attacked even more. So you got the 2 players. Aidan. So you won't want the big screen reply. Even Mick said Burnley were well organised at the back there. Number 5 was amazing. Wood was awesome too. I agree with that. Wood was very good.
He's good striker.
He holds the ball up very well. I wish we'd have signed Wood or Defoe and Ake.
Defoe definitely.
Defoe.
Maybe Wood.
I would have agreed with Defoe. Possibly Wood. Definitely Defoe. Trouble with the bad decisions, as it didn't affect the result of Burnley against us, but did affect the result against the Spurs. Definitely Spurs, Steve. I agree with the Spurs thing. It would definitely agree with the and would Burnley's second goal have stood? Well, that was tough. It was a very tight decision. It was just offside.
Who's offside? What was that?
Burnley's second.
Burnley. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, that we were lucky with that one. That could have gone either way. Mick, tell you, I've seen them given before, mate. Honestly,
I said with the ref, it's the same with Lino. Split decision. To be honest, if he did give it, you'd be angry at the Lino, but you could sort of see, you could sort of, like you said, you could see them being given because it weren't mile offside. It was like that, weren't it? It was that close, but it was off. It was a great call. Right, also, guys, Watford Steve, the Happy Hornet. Check out the Happy Hornet on Facebook for classic design Watford merchandise. That's from Watford Steve, fast delivery. So visit Watford Steve at bigcartel.com. What, tick him off?
Yeah. Tick him off.
He's ticks. There you go, Watford Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Check out Watford Steve for all those gift ideas. I know Cookie's already ordered it, and he posted it up, so fast delivery. So before Christmas as well. So get on there. And I think Yeah.
Get them gifts in.
Get those gifts in, yes. Contact Watford Steve right now. Damn you. Do it now. Because you got loads of Watford jumpers as well, which is good. I think he goes with the Hornet crest as well.
Yeah,
awesome,
no,
awesome designs.
Yeah, 24/7 delivery and all, I think.
Boom. Yeah, 24/7.
Trouble in it, Steve.
Right. Concerning the, I'll get the notes out for the lads.
Yeah,
Silver's press conference. I mean, he says a few key points. He says half sending off. In his eyes, he still says it even with the replay. The influence of it. I mean, this is speaking to what we've been saying. We always say he speaks our language pretty much, which helps. Big influence in the match. Sending off was the key moment. We all know that anyway, but he's stating the obvious. Even with 10 men, we created chances. I mean, we've covered that because, you know, we looked a better side with 10 men, to be honest. Hi, Darren. Hi, mate. We equalised Burnley's quality. I think we even eclipsed it in some parts.
I reckon we did, attacking wise.
We battled as well. That's the one thing that pleased me as well. We battled.
Yeah, we kept going.
We tried to match them, and I said to you on Thursday, we have to match their battling qualities.
Yeah, we do.
To just you have to earn your right to play against Burnley, home and away.
Oh God, yeah.
You have to battle. And look, Chris Wood is a typical Dyche player. He's big, strong, good on the ball, good, and he's good with his feet.
Physical,
he's good with his feet. Well, the same with Firmina. He had a fatigue injury. I think most of us knew it. He was tired.
Yeah,
fatigue injuries are tired.
We do need him back though. On that side. We missed him.
Hoggy, oi, he's on. Hello, Hoggy. Nice to see you, mate. Andy Barton's on as well. Evening, mate. So what do you think of Silver's press conference with those points? Was there anything you disagree with, or
except for the red card,
except for the red card, you're pretty much spot on.
Yeah, he's pretty much, as usual. He is pretty much spot on. That's why everyone loves him, because he says what we say. He near enough knows what we're going to say.
There hasn't really been
rubbish.
I know there hasn't really been, like you said, apart from that, the sending off thing. I haven't actually really disagreed with him, to be honest.
Everything we say, he says near enough in the set words, don't he?
Aidan's put up a good point. Who did you say we wanted to sign in January? Who do you think we should sign?
Sign?
Who did you say? He said that would be a good sign and we should go after him. Who was it again? Plays for Leicester.
Plays for Leicester?
Damari
it was Damari Gray,
Yeah. No, I think that's a good point.
Yeah. Problem is he's going to cost too much now.
He will now because he actually plays.
He'll be in the 30 million mark. He is a great player though.
Yeah.
Young, fit, quick. Just what this Watford. Well, we got it, but
another
one. You know, you could bring him in and give Richarlison a break.
You could do. Actually.
Richarlison's probably stronger than him, but he's got the same sort of thing: speed, great with his feet, score goals. You know, he'd be a good not replacement for Richarlison, but just to give Richarlison a break. Because I don't think he looked tired against Burnley, but he is going to wear out soon. Yeah,
I mean, Mick, I'm not necessarily losing faith in Gray. I've always been a pro Gray in terms of his work rate, and he still even when he plays badly, he tries to put in a shift. It's the only thing that's concerning me, and I know Silver's addressed this, is his goal scoring. We need to get him scoring goals. So we've got to find a way, you know, to get him to score goals. The work rate and the running is never in question. I think you know he's always puts in a shift. You always say, you know, no matter what level you are, if you're going to play rubbish, put in a shift. I'm not saying he plays rubbish every game, but he puts in a shift.
Mind you, are we going to be signing this Leicester striker? What's his name? You know, the one that Silver's been on about, the one that ain't playing at the moment. Bald head one.
Samani.
Yeah, Samani. Yeah, we're going to be signing him.
I don't know. I think Samani would be.
Problem is, he's overpriced and all. That's 20 odd.
Who would you have? And this is to you guys as well. Who would you have if we could sign him? I'm not saying we would. If we could sign them, Damari Gray or Silmani or both. Who do you think we should buy? I think if we could afford him.
Yeah.
Damari Gray to give Richarlison a rest.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't think we will get him. There's more chance of getting Silmani.
Problem is, he's near Gray's price.
Well, Silmani.
Yeah, he's about 20 on million. Yeah, exactly. Why not spend another 10 and get the bloody blooming one? Mind you, the only reason he likes this
more than 10 million.
No, that's what I mean. Spend an extra 10 on top of the 20 for him. But I know why, because Silver apparently worked with him before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The other bloke, he's worked with him before.
I think it's more chance
he knows what to get.
Yeah, Silmani, it's more chance to get Silmani because he's worked with him.
And he's not playing either.
No.
My player I would have loved, he's not here, he's at Bournemouth, is Defoe. It's been perfect for us.
But everyone's said that.
20 odd minutes, everyone knows that. You know, when you need that goal, like at Burnley, a bit of brilliance, that little great, brilliant player would pop in and he would have been perfect. As usual, we missed out.
We missed out with it. I mean, obviously, it's just a shame it couldn't have stayed 11 versus 11. As I believe we would have broken them down and won. I think a lot of Sky pundits said that even though we're playing really well, if we had that extra man, it could have been a hell of a lot different because we were. Well, the only thing that frustrated me is we tried to lump it too much.
Yeah,
because we were getting so much pressure.
Yeah,
we had to try and lump it. There was times when we did play the football, and I'm pleased with it because even though we had 10 men, we tried to press them.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah.
There was times we were just saying, "Solid, just lump it." And Gray couldn't latch onto those balls when he came on. He tried his best, but he just couldn't do it. Michael said, "I can't understand why Gray was only given a short time against his old team. He must know how to unlock them and play against them. But hey ho, I'm not a manager." But you have an opinion, Michael, so you're more than welcome. And also, can I just say, Michael is on the show, snow permitting, next Sunday. So you've heard it here first. Michael, the Wadham man, is on next Sunday. So he will give his opinion that he always does, and he'll be on the sofa giving his opinion. So that's a good one. Nikhil Shah's watching, one of the WD18 boys.
Nope.
So Nikhil, it's lovely to
soon as well.
We're lovely to speak to you on last Saturday.
You're on the list, don't worry.
You're on the list because you've already asked me. So you've always on it, I want the fella up front for Huddersfield. Money or what his name is, name is, commands the penalty box. Positional play is excellent. Yeah, Stuart. Right, let's move on as we're reading out the comments as well. Right, you can put Watford Steve's one. Well, he sent that plug with the website. I won't get Dino read it because it's a bit too long, but just have a look at the comments, guys. He's plugged he's one of the websites he's currently plugging is an older one. So we'll change this as well, but most of the gear has been updated. So we'll just have a look at the comments, guys. It's on there. Fresh link. Just click on it. It takes you straight there, guys. So have a look at that. Yeah, Watford Steve, just PM me later, and we'll update our database and all our plugs and stuff like that. Steve. Right, next few games, guys. So obviously we've got Palace away on Tuesday. We'll talk a bit more about Palace in about 5-10 minutes. Huddersfield, Brighton, Leicester, and Swansea. Guys, how many points out of the... Right, we did it Thursday, but now we'll start a fresh slate now. We obviously know Burnley is not going to be. Out of 15 points in the next 5 games, how many points are we going to get?
10.
12. I still think we're going to get 12. I still think
I won't go against it. I just think we're going to do a hiccup there, and I don't want to say it, but I reckon Palace are going to make us hiccup again.
Maybe a Palace.
It's Zaha. He worries me. He dives. I reckon the ref will fall for it. They worry me.
So you reckon 10?
Yeah.
How much do you reckon, guys? How many points we're going to get? I'm going to be really brave and say 12 out of 5.
Right,
I'm going to go for that. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen, but I'm going to stick the neck out and say 12 points. That's how many viewers we've got at the moment on here. So we'll go with the viewers.
Right.
We've got 13 points now. That's
all right. It's even better.
So we've got 12 points. I'm going 12 points, guys. Put how many points you think we're going to get in the next 5 games. Right, just remember it's Palace, then Huddersfield, then Brighton, then Leicester, then Swansea.
All winnable.
So, they are all winnable. They're all
more than winnable. But
yeah. Sandra's on. Evening, Sandra.
We're Watford.
Yeah. Les is saying Silmani is 29. We would pay 29 million for him. $1 million every year he was born.
Yeah, exactly. So why not grow?
Yeah. Stuart saying 8 points.
Fair enough. I'd be right, Stuart. I hope you're wrong, mate, but you never know. You could be right.
Draws in there. Cookies. Great minds think alike. Cookies going with 12.
Yeah.
Guys, can I just plug that? We'll plug this to the hilts anyway. Your midfield selection for our worst 11. We have got, who have we got? We've got Plumley in goal, Blonder, Vega, Issa, Drysdale. Then we've got Rod Thomas, Atkinson, and we're looking for a centre midfield.
Yeah, I'm going to put one out there, Ramage.
You're putting Ramage in, bastard. I didn't say Ramage, but no, right, I'm putting Ramage in there. You can...
Nah, I never would, but I'm saying it just for an arm.
Right, midfield selection, guys. Tell us your midfield selection for the worst ever team. We've got 2 midfielders. We're doing one today and one on Thursday. Aidan saying 13 Leicester will be very tough. Yeah, I think there'll be a few surprises up our sleeves in the January transfer window. Definitely. Watford, Steve.
Going to have to be.
Yeah, I think that's another thing as well, including the worst 11. Throw us out players that you think we should buy in the January transfer window. Silmani is probably one of them. Here's another one concerning the transfer window. I feel fit Wilshere. Fit, I do say fit. I'm not saying the current one. If the miracle happens and he gets fit, but Wenger throws him away and says, right, that's it, I'm not offering a new contract, and he comes available, would you have him?
Fit, yes. It's like you said, fit. Yes.
We've got a fan vote. We've got a split of 13 to 13, guys. We've got Ken Charlery here as well for the worst one. Well, I think split 13-13 we've got on the poll, fans poll on the website. So it's tough. I think that's going to be, yeah. So we'll keep voting. The poll is definitely still on there, but I think, yeah, I think it's going to be a tricky one, I think. Right, let's have a look at Palace. Starting with Watford, Steve saying the Saha is a thorn in our side. We know he's going to keep diving as well because he did it twice. One was justice because Benteke missed, so we know he ain't going to score a penalty.
Yeah.
But he's just going to dive. Zaha is a thorn in the side. Need to keep him quiet and stop him running our defence because every time, I agree with Watford, Steve, every time he plays, he seems to tear us a new one. Every time, even the home game when he dived and Harry Hornet made that fantastic dive impression of him, he always seems to do something. Who do you think, alongside Zaha, who do you think is going to punish us more?
Townsend, Benteke, them three, that's it.
What is our weak spot?
Theirs.
Pivotal, you could say a lot.
I'm going to say in centre mid, they're back for him, well organised, but Hodgson is getting that to him, isn't he? To be honest, I don't think they play a lot of football. I think it's too much long ball. All give it to Zaha. It looks like it's all give it to Zaha and Townsend, and let's hope they do so, to be honest with you. Yeah, all they do is run down. But Zaha ain't the sort of player just to run down the wing. He is a play, but it's put it down, get a good ball in, and see what Benteke is.
Well, we know Holbass is against him on Tuesday.
Yes, Holbass could do. I still like Holbass. Don't get me wrong. I still think he's a good player. Ziegler's just come out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, but he's come good. But I think Holbass could do it. I think we really need Firmino to play this game, though. You really, for this game, they are quick, and Townsend can still be a threat.
Yeah, we've got Martin Cool for the worst, I think. January transfer windows, the positive. Get Fessy back. That's what Aidan said. The January transfer window, the posers have already sorted who they will get. They're on the case already, I think. Yeah, I know.
They're not daft. We trust them, don't we?
They probably plan the next 2 transfer windows.
Prior, I'd love to sign. I'd
love to get Panoranda.
It'd be next year if we could. Is what's his name? Is it Dunk, the defender?
Lewis Dunk
for Brighton, is it?
Yeah, I'd love to get Dunk.
If they go down, he's superb. I'd really love him. With I don't know, Cabs or Prodal in the centre, but he's fantastic.
This Martin Krul's winning the.
Don't worry, I'll put Ramage on this.
Krul's winning it by 3-1 on Ramage. None of them Palace are shite. That's what Michael said.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I can't stand Palace.
No, I can't. But they are a thorn in our sides. They always get a frigging penalty.
Zaha will I guarantee you, mate.
Every 2 seconds,
Michael, that he will get a penalty. At least one penalty.
One and all.
Yeah.
Promise, what formation would you play for this game?
Well, Dean and Gray should start up front and go all out. I would try that. Give it a go against Palace, just because their defence is wobbly.
Yeah, this could be all right for Gray because the way, like I said, we talk about it all the time, it's boring, but we talk the way Gray, if they're lining it right, Gray will get in like he did get Newcastle. He will bury them in the end.
He will do.
I think Deeney has got to start because this is another team that, you know, as he likes to say, have it, who's got the balls, and he'll enjoy this game.
Especially Scott Dan and players like that. They're up
really
for that.
bloody. I'd like to say rest Richarlison, but this is another game he's just got to play.
Going forward, Palace are dangerous.
Yeah, but at the back, like you said.
I mean, look at the Chelsea. Look against Chelsea.
Oh,
God. Chelsea. I mean, saying that, there's not much guy because even West Ham have done Chelsea.
Yeah. If they go 1-0 up again, it's going to be a long, hard day for us. We need to do, you know, we'll score as long as we keep 11 men on the pitch, but they're just a worry, Crystal Palace. They're desperate and all. They're down there, aren't they? It's
right. Score predictions, guys. Score predictions for Tuesday. Deano.
I hate to say it. I reckon 1-0. I reckon they're going to snatch a point off us.
Go for draw.
I don't want to be negative. I've just got this horrible feeling. We'll probably go 1-0 up, dominate, lousy marking, late on 82nd minute, Benteke pop up and then that shut up shot.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon we'll dominate the game. I hope I'm wrong, I really do.
If we start Gray and Deeney up front, right, I'm gonna go with 2-0.
Yeah.
With a penalty missed by Zaha. Zaha's going to take this penalty and he's going to miss it. But he will get at least 2 players yellow carded.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a penalty. I think it's going to be 2-0.
I reckon it'll take him 10 minutes till he's dives.
That's another thing. What's the score prediction? Let's do this as well. Score prediction for Tuesday and how many minutes until Zaha dives?
10. I'm giving it 10.
Put it in your score. So put score prediction plus the minute he starts diving. 2-0, 5 minutes.
5. Yeah, you
I'm
could
just
be
going
right, mate.
First 2-0,
challenge.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, go on. Give us score prediction 1-0, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. 10 minutes, yeah.
Right, well, we've got that done.
Only
Right.
because he won't have the ball.
He dives without the ball.
Oh, it's ridiculous. The problem is then you've got to stop him before he gets in the box.
Yeah, we've got 2-1 here and a 1-0 Saren's.
Yeah, see, great minds feel like that.
Yeah, definitely. Kerry-Ann's on. Hello, Kerry-Ann. Lose, Mick said, so that's a good prediction. 3-1, Palace 1, Watford 3 by the Aiden.
Yeah.
Mr. Aiden said that.
Oh, we could do if we turn up, play our football. You know, we always say this and get an early goal. They will crumble.
Right, this young man, just say in between, this young man is going to be too drunk to do Christmas Eve, and I've got Aiden on with me on the sofa, Christmas Eve. Let us know if you guys are comfortable with us doing it at 8 o'clock. We'll do another 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve, or we can do it at 7 o'clock. At the moment, it's going to be 8 o'clock. So if you think 8 o'clock's still okay and you'll be watching it, we'll do it normal time. We'll do it then, and obviously we'll preview. We've got double things, so we'll preview Boxing Day, and we'll do the Saturday game as well. So just remember, Michael is on the sofa next week. We've got Duncan on the sofa with me and the young man Thursday. Then it's Michael, then Duncan again. Then we've got Aiden on following Sunday, which will be Christmas Eve. So we've only got two more Sundays.
Yeah.
And then it's all.
Unfortunately, we think this was Moog's last one. Unfortunately,
this was supposed to be Moog's last one until New Year.
So chick flicks.
Yeah, guys, can we say we're alongside? Right, here we go. We put the hate Palace, but they will win by cheating.
Yeah.
2-0, 12-1. Get on it. That's from Michael. Palace 1, 3-1. Aiden's already said it, but he said what? 5 minutes. He said Saha's got to die, so he's pretty much saying to me. So right, score predictions and put in with your score. You put score prediction and then what minute Zaha starts diving, and also what chick flick is Moobs watching today, because I haven't seen him comment much, so it could be what do you think, Grease?
Yeah, definitely Grease. I'll watch that. Was
Grease chick flick? I think he's watching that one. I think it's some sort of Valentine's Day or something he's probably watching, because he's not watching this because he hasn't commented yet. So we'll wait until that. Yeah,
I'm watching our show. God,
yeah. So guys, just remember score prediction. Sorry guys, can't make that one. Yeah, we know, mate. You messaged me like a million times, Nick. Sorry, mate. Just message me when you can make one. But don't worry, Aidan is sitting on the sofa with me on that day. We will get Brian Blessed, aka Dino's dad, very shortly. We will get Brian Blessed on there. The Falcon leader from Flash Gordon.
He'll probably fall asleep on it.
He'll just go dive as soon as he comes on it. But we will get him on it. Right, okay.
Right, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to Paul Muzzy on Facebook and YouTube. It's always very good. And also the WD18 boys on Twitter and YouTube as well. So like, share, and subscribe to both of them, please.
Yep, he's been on it.
Yeah,
I've been on it, and even Dino's been on.
I just wanted to get on. Pidge goes, "Come here, all right? Yeah, I'll just stand there."
Come ye. He just said, "I just wanted me facing the camera."
Yeah, that's right.
It's not like I don't talk.
No, guys, also got the snooker. I know some of you are watching it here.
Yeah, I think it was 852 Sullivan in it. Yeah. Okay, so you get snooker things on here as well, but O'Sullivan hopefully will win that. Right, at the moment, right, here we go. Watford Steve's put 2-1 Watford, 25th minute dive. Stuart Higgins, 2-1 Watford, 15 minutes, ghost. Good. The predictions are rolling in, guys. I'm still putting for 2-0 and the Zaha starts diving after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's probably when the controller hits the TV.
And some language gets used.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm nonplussed by this unsavoury behaviour. Cheating man.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, he's beep beep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. So can I just say, we'll just reiterate again that Keith Bonus has left Watford ladies after, unfortunately, the game was being postponed today. I'll just read out the Twitter he did once again. If you guys didn't catch the first part, it says on his Twitter, it's Talling Grizzly. I don't know why he's put that. Oh well, sad way to end chapter with game off, but guess there was never a good way to say goodbye to a great group of players and support staff. No doubt a few tears. Now we all move on. God bless Keith and Alberto, ex-Watford Ladies Football Club. And I know Muzzy's putting on, gutted you're leaving, but completely understand, all the best for the future. Bonus has replied, thanks Paul, onwards and upwards. Your own projects, mate. Fully respect your great enthusiasm for the game. Yeah, I mirror that as well. Muzzy's absolute legend. And then Helen Ward put a fitting tribute to Keith, saying, I'm gutted that today's game has been postponed. It would have been Keith and Al's last game in charge, and we wanted to send them off with a good performance. But on a personal level, the opportunity to work with Keith was a career ambition of mine, and I'm so grateful to have been able to do that, even for a brief period. He has offered support beyond expectations, and I'm so disappointed we aren't able to carry on what we had started. It's been a pleasure, boss. Until next time. So that was Helen Ward. Your tribute to Keith. So like I say, if you didn't miss that, if you missed that, Keith Bonus, the Watford Ladies first team manager, has left the club, which is a shame, but cheers Keith for all your efforts. I know we've always kept in dialogue with him and the ladies team, so I'd just like to thank you very much for all the messages and news and everything sending out. Right, player of the season, we put a fans poll, because I know we did the Wilshire poll. The player of the season so far at the moment is Decore.
Yeah.
If you disagree with that, and obviously you voted for another player, who do you think has been our player of the season so far? I went for Cleverly, purely because of his unsung work.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I could have easily gone for Decore. It would have been an easy decision to go for Decore. I'll try to mix it up a little bit personally. And like I say, the reason I went for Cleverly instead of Decore, and I'm not saying Decore's work rate is amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is the unsung work that Cleverly does, and that's why I gave it. I sort of went for that.
Oh, if Cleverly won it, I wouldn't have argued. I just said Decore, but if Cleverly won it by 30 votes, you deserve it as well. Yeah,
I mean, Michael's saying Sahars goes down as if shot 40 minutes, and if he could get a gun into the ground first minute. Mr. G is in the house.
You're on the list as well, Mr. G. Don't
So
worry. We haven't got you, mate. I'm just mixing it.
Anyone who's WWE, it's not the Jericho list.
Just mixing it like you do, you know, with the 80s and 90s.
Mixing it.
Also, guys, what formation would you play against Palace this game?
Good one.
Me, I'd do 4-5-1.
You definitely play the back four. 4-5-1.
You know, sort of the same way with their attack, same players pushing up to support Deeney.
Who would you be? Right, put your line up for Crystal Palace.
God.
Who would you have for Crystal Palace? Bearing in mind, I think Kiko should be back for this as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Yamat was rubbish or anything like that, but would you put him in?
There, no.
Who would be? Look, put your lineups up now, guys. What would be your lineup?
Gomez, Kiko. It's going to have to be Holbass now, isn't it? Cabs. Yeah, Prodil. Obviously, Decore, Calabri, Pereira. No, actually, I'll put Pereira out there.
Yeah.
Capu, actually, for this game.
Well, we've got Capu, Eti Capu.
Yeah, no, I'd play Capu in with Decore and Cleverley.
Yep.
I'd have Pereira out and right. I'd actually have Corello. Give Richardson a break. I think I'd take a risk.
Put him on the left.
And put Deeney, yeah.
Okay.
I think Richardson really needs a break.
Hmm.
Just, you know, we can't just... It isn't all about Richardson. We're a very good squad, you know. It ain't just him.
But Moobs has said this as well.
We've got to try this without...
He looked tired.
Yeah, we've got to try it without him.
I think it doesn't help having 2 men on here the whole game.
No.
Which kind of sort of...
No, throw Palace not
Closing
seeing Richardson on the... And I still think Capu is a good player.
If we like I said, I think with Palace, especially their back line, their midfield is weak. Their defence is no better, but their midfield is weak.
That's where Capu will get some of the ball, you know.
If we dominate their midfield, we will beat them.
Yeah.
Going forward, they've got, like I said, they've Townsend, Punch, and
it's a match between us and them forward-wise, going forward.
It's a battle of the forwards.
Yeah.
You know, battle the wingers, battle the forwards.
I just think Richardson needs a break, and you know he comes on with 20 minutes left. He have quite a bloody lot of energy. I think we need to try it without him soon. We can't keep depending on him.
Well, the Carrillo thing, or even Pereira on the left could work.
Pereira on the left, then even put Gray on the right and have Deeney up top.
Yeah,
Gray can do that work. He can do it. Well, Richardson as a come-on sub, not all the time. Just give him a break. He does need a rest.
Well, Aiden's saying, Moves has actually drifted away from his chick flicks. He's actually watching now.
Moves, you ain't watching.
Right, 4-3-1-2 is his formation. Aiden's putting. So you have a back four. So I'm looking at this with Ziegler out. Gomez in goal. A back four of. I'll still go for Maps and Cavaselli in the defence.
Yeah.
You could put Prodel, but I'm going for
Maps
right.
He's playing well.
Gomez in goal, Kiko and Holbass as the fullbacks. You've got Cavaselli. So you put Cavaselli and Prodel, but I'll read yours out in a minute, Aiden. You've got Cavaselli and Maps. A midfield of Decore, Cleverley and Pereira.
Yep.
Then I'm still going to go with Richardson.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And Gray and Deeney up front. And I'm going with Aiden's formation. That's using Aiden's formation. Because he's posted that up. So I've basically gone, right, his lineup, and I'll read out the other guys. So Cleverly in that sweeper behind the front two. This is what Watford Woody said. But Aiden's put Gomez, then a back four of Holbass, Cavaselli, Prodel and Firmino.
Yep.
Carrillo, Decore and Pereira as a 3.
Yep.
The player behind as in a free role, because bearing in mind he's giving Richardson a rest.
Yeah, that was good.
He's got Cleverley and Deeney and Gray up front.
Yeah.
People putting, I'd like Richardson to be given a chance to wander a bit more, i.e. free spots. So that one behind the free.
Bother left and right.
You've got the free doing the defensive work to allow him to bomb on and play behind the front two. So that's a good shout.
That is a good shout, yeah, because he does work hard.
Yeah, never lets us down, Maps. Stuart saying, great servant to our club. And Seren Viz saying, give Richardson a free role. A lot of people are saying this. Give him a free role. He could work that, and also it will probably give him a bit more of a breather if he knows there's 3 players alongside
and him. Also he'd be harder to mark because he won't be on one side. They can't mark him. He can come in, go left, go right, go up, not just stay on that side. So
I would say, why don't we use, and a couple of people said this, but this is just more recent, use Aiden's formation, and even if you're going to take out Capu, drop Cleverley back in, and if you're going to play with Richardson, play with Richardson where you play Cleverley. Yeah,
and like you said, that free roll is up, down, left, right.
Look at the attitude we had Burnley, and when we went down to 10 men.
Yeah.
And look, if we could apply that attitude, no doubt we could. Yeah. Apply that attitude at Palace. Yeah. Just be a bit more savvy at the back and not let them have free shots, because they will be like similar to a Bournemouth where they like to shoot on sight.
Yeah,
they will cut in
of course
and try and bend it.
Yeah.
Palace are known for that.
Yeah.
Palace, Zaha does it. They'll switch right to left.
Yeah.
You look to cut inside and take a shot.
Yeah,
You must not let him have the shot.
Into Benteke's head. So
yeah, it's not all about Richarlison. He needs a break soon, otherwise burnout.
He does.
Just a young lad, but he does love to play. But Silva needs to address this, like you said. Even play Carrillo instead of Richarlison.
Just to give him a break. Go, look, I'm giving you a rest. I'll bring you on 20 minutes to go if it's going wrong. If not, play you. You'll start the next game.
Yeah.
You need a rest, boy.
Or just or play like I say, going on about Aiden's one again, going on his version, just put Cleverly there.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to play 3 holding, put Cleverly where Pereira's and put Pereira behind the team.
We can't. We don't depend on Richarlison because we're not a one-man team, but a lot goes through him. And if he gets injured, the way he's getting clattered, there's, touch wood, he don't get injured. I don't want him to, but it could happen. The way he's getting clobbered all the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He needs to get hurt.
While we got Mr. G on.
Yeah.
Where can we listen to this young man?
Right, Mr. G's Retro Rewind, Sundays at 5, classics. Well, it's always the classics in the 80s, isn't it? 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Tunes and Hornet Chat. So that's what's that? Hornet Heaven.
That's the Hornet Heaven's Hornet Heaven.
Yeah, www.hornetheaven.com.
Yeah.
So no, it's always good, Mr. G.
Yeah, join his group. It's on our suggested sites, and it pops up when he's live. So all you got to do is click on the live thing and listen to.
You can't beat the 80s, so we're the best.
Oh, and he plays the classic stuff that we used to listen to in the 90s as well.
Oh yeah,
he plays those
both
classics,
especially the 80s.
Basically, if we had Mr. G's Retro Rewind at the gym, we would be bringing iPods.
Oh, I would, yeah.
That's all I could say. Listen to it.
Brilliant, yeah.
5 o'clock every Sunday.
Rubbish. I'll definitely listen to that. Cool.
Yeah, order yourself order yourself something from Watford Steve's shop. It turns up before 5 o'clock. Put that on and then watch listen to the Retro Rewind. Bedini has scored just the same amount as Gray, and then he says, "All right."
Okay. Yeah, that's a good
Stuart
point.
saying drop Gray. Even Silva does not rate him. Hence 10 minutes against his old club. Say our boss has run out of patience with him. Possibly.
Sorry, Sue's winding me up eating apple pie and custard again.
Yeah, we'll finish in a minute. So let's finish, we'll finish. Alan's watching now. He'll probably have his say on Keith leaving as well, because I know he went to see a few of them, and I know Paul Muzzy went a few of the things, and I know Dina's already said go on his site, so have a look at his Facebook, his YouTube as well. Keep faith in Gray, Mick said.
Well, me and you do. We don't pick on him, do we? What was the last game he played? It was rubbish, wasn't he? We said
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Was it Newcastle?
No, Man United.
Man United, yeah. We didn't do. I am we're both fans of Gray. We do love his work rate, and we have still got faith in him. We do believe he will bang in a few soon. Yeah. I think half the time he's unlucky. In Newcastle he wasn't. He should have banged a hat-trick in, really, shouldn't he? But
the one that he slid in, people say it was an easy run. You have to hit that well. That was probably because the other one where he thought too much, even in Alan, he thought too much about was the one where he put it on his left, and if he had placed it into that left-hand corner of the keeper, I know it's hindsight, it was a certain goal because he was stranded. That Elliott, was stranded.
But that's the thing with Gray, to be honest with you. His only goals have come when he hadn't had the foot about.
That's confidence.
Yeah, it is.
Confidence
as well,
it is
confidence. When he's got time to think, he don't know what to do. Any time he hasn't, he scored. Yeah. Swansea, all he had to do, it weren't all he had to do because he showed good speed and awareness to get in it. But he didn't have time to take a touch. He just smashed it in there. Right. And the same with there. All he had to do was get a touch. It was hard because he had to lose his marker. And Richarlison's magnificent ball made it. Well, I don't think it was easy, but you just had to get contact.
Right, we're going to go with the worst team player. It's definitely not Ramage. Charlie was winning it, but we've got this guy, Martin Krul. I think he's going to probably get it, so we'll probably put him in. We'll put him in because where's my apple pie and custard cookie? Said
it's going in there, mate.
When you come podcast, mate, we'll see if we can sort something out. Gray scored 2, Deeney scored 2, but we're not on Deeney's back. That's a good point. We're not slaughtering Deeney. I think main reason being is because of the price tag. You know, there's always going to be slightly less because, rightly or wrongly, there's going to be slightly more criticism.
It is a good point.
It's a good point, though.
I don't know.
Right, Tuesday night, we're going to do 15-minute half-time roundup if we can get on here. We'll just do it's just be normal live podcast. We'll do 15 minutes just discussing the
might be verbal language.
Slightly verbal language depending on that. We'll do 15 minutes after the game. We won't do too much because obviously coming to Thursday, yeah, it'd just be pointless watching Thursday. We'll do 15 minutes half time, 15 minutes full time. Get your opinions in on the night of the game. It'd just be easy because especially with the game just finishing, we know a lot of us will be passionate about it. It'll be fresh in our minds. We'll see what your opinions are straight after the game. So Tuesday night, even if you're at the game, look us up on your mobiles. If you've got the data, you know, put us on. About 8 o'clock start. So we've already put up the link, and we've already put up the event. 8:45, and then straight after the game as well. So 9:45. Yeah. Hopefully, be happy. Yeah, definitely the after one. Yeah. It'll be quick. Moving over, we'll get your opinions, and it'll be fully interactive with you guys. So we'll be reading your points and discussing your opinions rather than us waffling on like we do on a Sunday. Yeah. Well, me more. You know, you probably speak more sense than me, but you know, we really. Alan's saying we really need a proven Premier goal scorer, but there aren't many available, and especially at a decent price.
Well, there's only one Defoe, that's it, and he is at a decent price.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, it costs, and like Silmani, he's not playing every game, and he'd still be worth about 25, 30 million.
Cost us too much.
But January they treble it up anyway.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
we do need a couple of fresh faces, though, don't we?
Yes, we do.
A couple, not many, just a couple.
Yeah, guys, but we've got probably about 5 minutes before we shut off. But can we just say, you know, thank you very, very much. The podcast has been absolutely brilliant once again because of you guys and all the comments, especially about the Burnley game. And we still didn't know what chick flick Moves was watching. So can we just get that? Ghost was a good shout. Whoever put that. Yeah, no, that was actually. I'd actually get that now. It took me ages to actually get that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Ghost, we put Ghost, and someone else put something on like Legally Blonde or something.
Legally Blonde.
It was Valentine's Day Ghost.
God.
Yeah. Or he could be watching
dancing.
He could be something. He could be watching just some dodgy porn or something, but you really don't know. Just give us any titles.
Tell us.
If you give us any porn titles, we know you've been watching it. So Moose will probably be sending us some titles anyway. Probably Ghost or something called around the thing of Ghost anyway. Something a bit haunting anyway. But yeah, just remind you as well that Surin ended up driving the bus, I reckon. He apparently posted a selfie.
Yeah, I saw that.
We'll be on the coach if the game is on. Well, you could be on the mobile if the game is on as well, mate.
Yeah.
So,
yes, come on, son.
Exactly. So, guys, yeah, Tuesday, half time and full time. We'll do about 10-15 minutes, just put round up and everything. Message all your comments in and just read off your comments and see what you think of the game so far and what we need to change at half time. And, you know, especially if we did it against Burnley, it'd basically be, you know, bring two strikers on.
Yeah.
Which he did a bit
later. I
think we got
against Palace. Go for him. Go for him.
Yeah, Harry met Sally. Stuart's put in his good shout. I think it was probably a combination of the two because he's been in all day. So I reckon it started with Ghost, then probably Valentine's Day, and then Harry met Sally near the end. And then it finished and he went, oh, brilliant. There's still about 20 minutes of the podcast.
Father of the Bride. Yeah.
Father of the Bride, there's another one. Yeah, there's loads of it. There's really loads of them. Moves is pretty much. I think his whole back catalogue is actually chick flicks. Right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up now, but we'll see you Tuesday. I'll say once again, and we'll obviously see you Thursday. Next Sunday, Michael Wadhams on the sofa. The following Sunday, Christmas Eve, Aidan Johnson is on the sofa as well. So if any of you guys want to, he'll be drunk. But not on Thursday. No. Duncan's on Thursday. Guys, just remember, look, he's been watching the Great Wall of China. That's Dino's thing. He couldn't defend it. Cookie, thank you very much, mate. Any prices if we get this right? Yeah, you get Moves the DVD. He'll give you it. We'll give you the DVD. Just a message, guys. We're booked up for people until probably the New Year's Eve show. But message us in if you want to be on either on a Thursday or a Sunday PM. I know I've got a few of you I'm trying to organise now, so thank you very much. I'm organising them now for you. But give us a date when you're free. I know Cookie's doing that as well, and a few others, and we'll try and arrange that you can get on the show. Aidan, we can't wait to get you on there. To play devil's advocate, and we'll just finish with off this one. Watford Stevens, play devil's advocate and defend both Deany and Gray. I think we are still lacking the final ball in many cases. Yeah, sure. We have great build-up play, but often let ourselves down when we go to the opposition in the box. Cookie's put Top Gun.
Yeah, no, well,
it's more for the chicks, though. That I think he likes the volleyball scene. Where they all got the tops off. I think that's probably why Moves watches that, and he says I do it for the soundtrack. Yeah, of course you do, mate. Tell Santa, tell the elves, tell his helpers. Yeah, definitely. We'll go with that as well. Right. We're wrapping this up now, guys, but Moves will be back soon, he says as well. Thank you for ever so much. You always say great show, but at the end of the day, guys, you make the show what it is. If no one messaged in, it's only us standing here talking for an hour. So, you guys make the show great. So, and Ronnie O'Sullivan's just won the snooker, so that's another thing as well. But thank you very much, guys. Just remember, add as many people from the other forums onto TMA as you can. Keep on growing. We're almost on 700 people now. Like Suren says, quality as well as quantity. We need to get as many people on as we can. But Stuart Higgins said ghost yet. But we need to get as many people on here as we can. If you want to come on, just message us. And I won't say tell the milkman, but tell Santa, tell the elves, and tell his helpers. That's what Mick said. I completely agree with that. Just get as many people on here. And thank you very much for enjoying the show. We're glad you have. You've made it what it is. Final word, mate.
Apple pie and custard.
Apple pie and custard. Right. So we'll wrap this up. So it's good night from him.
It's good night for him.
And I will see you at Leicester. So safe journey, everyone. I do mean this. Safe journey, everyone, to Palace. All right. And if you don't go to Palace, we'll see you at half time.